Let's go to Dan, who joins us in Milwaukee. Dan, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. Thanks for taking my call.
You bet. How can I help today?
So the question I have is really about relocating kind of in the midst of job opportunity uncertainty and family planning uncertainty. And so I was a finalist for a position last week. I did not get the position, but the manager who called to, give me the news basically said, everything was wonderful. Dan, I encourage you to apply to other jobs that are getting posted here and all that. And so she was very, very supportive. But then over the weekend, my wife and I were thinking more about it. And, the challenge that we're having is we're also in the midst of family planning. And so, we might be pregnant or might be getting pregnant soon. And so, I get concerned about relocating, in the midst of this kind of uncertainty about job opportunities. The jobs that the manager last week was referring to got posted today, and they look really great. But again, now I'm taking a step back and wondering, are we making the right choice? Should we wait until, maybe we have a baby or all this kind of
Is it your first child?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the problem. You're up inside your head, and you're all scared about a bunch of nothing. The baby doesn't care where he or she lives. Okay, the baby cares about food and sleep. That's it. So if this is the job you want, go after it. I just don't see any reason why you're concerned about relocating while your wife's pregnant. We don't even know if she is pregnant. Is that right? She's not even pregnant. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's really going on? Is there something that I'm missing, or did we just?
No, that's a really good point. The job opportunities are a little bit less pay, a decent amount less pay than I'm making now. So the minimum right now is about about $16,000 less than what I'm making now.
Okay, well, why are we looking at something that's $16,000 less? Is that what it takes to get in, and then eventually you recoup that and make more?
Yeah, that's the thing. So right now I'm in a job that I enjoy. I'm in a management position, but it's not like, you talk a lot about finding your jobs that are matching your talents and your skills and all that stuff. And to be fair, I'm much more motivated by the jobs, for example, that I applied to last week was more of a career advisor for college students. So I'm working in higher education. College students are huge for me. Going back to my hometown, and serving people that look like me, that came from my same background, like that is what I want to do. But the pay cut is a concern.
Yeah, I get it. Is it a temporary pay cut, meaning over a 1 to 2 year period the pay would get back up, or is it just it is a pay cut because that is an industry that's capped?
So it's a pay cut because I'm going from a management position down to more like a coordinator level position.
Right.
And I'm confident that the school that I would be at, can eventually get me to where I want to be in terms of the salary. But then the debate is whether the salary is worth is the salary the only issue, or should I be looking at jobs that I really want to work on? Well,
here's what's interesting. Anybody watching right now and listening, it's very clear what you want to do and why you want to do it. And so the $16,000 shouldn't be the deciding factor, because you can stay in your current position as a manager and you can do that type of work the rest of your life, probably go up incrementally. But are you going to get to the end of your life and regret not doing what it is that you want to do? No, I'm asking.
I think the jobs that I'm looking at are going to get me to where I want to be. They're going to get me back home. They're going to get us back closer to family. They're going to get us, there. And because, working with college students and being more high touch and working at their level and not as a manager,
then it's a no-brainer.
More interaction.
So
with
how
students.
do we? Okay, so that's a no-brainer. You should do this. So now we look at what do we do with the income situation, because I understand that's not ideal. Okay,
mm-hmm.
But I think you should do it, and you should do it. In fact, you know you should do it. You're just calling me to go, is it crazy to entertain a job that pays me $16,000 less?
Yeah, I'm just seeking validation, right?
Yeah, well, let me say this. Follow your heart. Now, does your wife work currently?
Yes.
Okay. What does she do?
She's a psychotherapist.
Okay. So you guys make how much combined?
We make close to 100, if not more. She just kind of switched over, so we're probably going to be making a little bit more than 100 take home.
So she's getting ready to get a raise, and theoretically, she would move and stay in that psychotherapy role, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Does she want to continue to work as a mom?
Part-time.
Part-time. Okay, so you're going to take a hit there. So you guys have to plan this out.
Yeah.
Okay, and go, what would part-time work look like, plus your $16,000 reduction? Now, the reality is we don't know how long it's going to take for you guys to get pregnant. Trust me, Stacy and I tried for 7.5 years. You guys don't have much control over that. Okay?
Yeah.
So she's going to work in the meantime. Okay? So the question is, how do you make up for the $16,000? Does your cost of living go down?
It would.
That helps.
Most likely. And to be fair, we're in one of the best situations. We're in baby step 3B. No debt, nothing. We're just stockpiling cash now.
Good.
And so, we did the budget yesterday, and we can make it on a lower salary. But again, we're just concerned about the decision because
I get it.
Would it hurt in the future? And then to complicate it, there's a manager level job that seems kind of attractive, but it's not necessarily, I'm hesitant to apply to it only because it's not necessarily exactly what I want to do, but it's a foot in the door, and it's a $8,000 cut instead of 16, and so.
Well, now wait a second. Now you didn't tell me about that. You didn't even mention that. It's a foot in the door. It's a foot in the door. Yeah. So to me, it's all about the ladder. You're trying to get on the ladder. That's why you're considering this move.
Yeah.
So the managerial position gets you on the same ladder as the move as becoming an advisor, correct?
No, because it's more so managing over like student activities and not necessarily like employment advising or career advising.
Oh, okay. So it's not the same. Okay, I got you. Well, here's the deal. You've got to make adjustments. So you make adjustments in your cost of living, you make adjustments, which you will, and you make adjustments in your expenses. And you adjust for the $16,000 difference. You just do. You have to. That's the life you want to live. If that's the life you want to live, then live it.
That is.
Don't let it be about money. And listen, I'm so glad you called, Dan, because so many people go, why is Dan doing this? No, Dan's doing what he wants to do. There's no difference between you and a missionary or a person that goes into ministry. We go, oh, well, they're doing it for less money because it's what they were created to do. They're called to do it. Well, so are you.
Yeah.
So there's no difference. So you have to adjust your lifestyle. It's that simple. But that's it. Adjust your lifestyle.
And we've done it before, right? Obviously you have to when you go through the baby steps.
Right. And you will move up. So this isn't like a 10-year deal. You said eventually you'll be able to get in a position where you move back up financially. So, this is a very strategic and purposeful decision. And I applaud you. Follow your heart, Dan. You know what you're supposed to do. And all I did was validate your heart. It's good stuff.